importantly, a celebration, Senior Day, as we'll see the number 18 team in the country, the Florida Gators, taking on the third-ranked team in the land, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Gators will get us underway with the opening kickoff. Here's the return from inside his 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Oklahoma's offense takes the field for the first time today. And here he comes, the guy who pulls all the strings in this attack.
And I think what makes him so unique, he has such a good understanding of this offense. Always seems to know what the answer is to the test.
Always in control. The receivers know their... Football, everybody believes in this dude.
6-yard pickup on first down, leaves him with 2nd and 4. Takes the handoff. It's Dixon. Still running at the 40. They make the stop, and this running game moves the chains as they get the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Wide receiver shows motion. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the tight end. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. The Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Off play action. Got his man on the right. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
Man, this guy has had an amazing year all season long. He has stepped up and made plays for his team when they needed it most. And with that last completion, he's now crossed 4,000 yards passing for the year.
Going up top on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Dixon. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offensive success.
This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on 4th down. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
And that is what a team of this caliber is expected to do, right? They've got the better number beside their name by all the metrics, by a talent standpoint, coaching standpoint. They're the superior team, and they just drove the ball in the first possession of the game, and they looked like it, scoring a touchdown and asserting their dominance.
Getting set for the point after. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They march 79 yards on the drive and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So the Florida Gators offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And this one ought to be a ton of fun. A couple of guys who operate at an ultra-elite level.
Man, you just know you're going to get points today. Both offenses have great signal callers, great quarterbacks, so you know every possession, Jesse, really matters.
Yeah, this is a quarterback duel. Make no mistake about it. And honestly, this game could come down to which guy has the ball longest.
And the Gators want to crank the tempo.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
Gets it out fast. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
These are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. We don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. These teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired, but you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that...
Hit the afterburners, kid. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. The Gators are on the move.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
He threw that one with some serious heat. This senior quarterback doesn't need a lot of space to get it in there. This offense trying to quieten the crowd on 1st and goal, and they are not cooperating. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. So loud it's rattling your fillings on 3rd and goal. Unleashes to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Florida.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. 1st down for this offense. On the ground, it's Dixon.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Really nice run. This guy brings balance to this offense. It's not all high-flying aerial passing attack, too. You go back to Adrian Peterson, DeMarco Murray, Samaje Perine. They've always had guys in these spread-up tempo offenses that have been able to give them balance and force the defense to stay honest. That's exactly what this guy brings the Sooner offense.
He's looking deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick strike complete. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a 1st down.
Late in the year, this guy is square in the middle of the Heisman Trophy discussion because of his performance. He throws a nice completion there for a 1st down, but it's been week in, week out. Big moments. He's
all kinds of running room. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
And this offense is built around this dude. I mean, he is sensational. He's been so fun to watch, like play, pitch, and catch, spread the ball around, complete and total command of the offense, and that's why he's putting up big numbers, and that's why he's got a real chance to go to New York and try to win that Heisman Trophy. Yeah, I think that's nice discipline by this defense, doing a good job playing inside out, using the sideline to their advantage, kind of stringing it out, not giving up yards. This is a really good job by the defense, playing fast and playing smart.
The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Feeling some heat. They're setting up the screen. Touchdown Sooner! What a grab and go for the score. Lining up to add another. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays.
He's loose on the right. The 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Gator. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability, that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive thing.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
And as an offense, having success on a run play like that early in the game just opens up all the possibilities of your playbook moving forward. Play action, running the ball, throwing the ball, screens, anything is at your disposal at this point.
Really nice job on third down by this offense. This offense has struggled on third downs throughout the season. Not even in the top 50, but you know what? When you make it third and short, when you have the run-pass option and you're not predictable, you can be more successful.
And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. He was lurking, waiting for his opportunity, and like a gator in the swamp, he went into the roll and got that quarterback.
They did. I tell you what, when you...
Gonna take a shot. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
Fires left. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. And the Sooners will bring the punt team onto the field. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The Gators sending the offense back to work. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
The Gators racing to the line in the hurry-up. On third and long, he has to throw for it. He looks that one in nicely. And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. And the Gators will punt it away on fourth down. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. The Sooner offense returns to the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Leaves it with the running back. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Fast motion from the offense. He's looking to throw. He lofts one down the sideline. Hits him inside the 20, still going. He's showing it all, the juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line. The Sooners will have it 1st and 10. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
That's how you blow up the screen pass if you're on defense. You got to hit the quarterback fast and force the incompletion.
Now on 2nd down. The give to the tailback. Powers through the defender. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And if I'm the running back, I'm going to like, listen, O-line, can you give me something? Can you give me some space to try to make somebody miss and not have another guy right next to me? I'm giving the offensive line an earful. I need some holes, need some space up front. They got to do a better job.
Looks as if he's going to run it. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right.
Oklahoma State escaped with the victory, and I say escape. Look, in college football, teams will take any win, but I think those Pokes fans could have done without this one being so close. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This top 15 battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. From the gun, running back on the move. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. Working that left side now. At the 35, he's loose. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. Trying to find his man on first down. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. He's looking to throw. Got a man. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Hey, who says hitch passes can't get big yards? Receiver catches it, makes a guy miss, and goes and gets a first down.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Oh, what a grab by the defense. He was looking for room to return that, but he'll just hand it to the offense. They'll take over at the 18.
I love when people start to understand what we're doing defensively. If they're going to pass the football and that's where they're going to live, well, I'm going to live in dime. I'm going to bring more defensive backs on the field so I can cover more of these speed guys that they have out there. Great job by the defensive back, breaking on the football, making the INT, making the DC look very smooth.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll leave it with him. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. Looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 28. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. Offense will try to strike on 1st and 10. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. Snagged in the middle. It's Donahue. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes a stop. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Pulls it and fires to the left. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the 2nd quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. To the air on first down. He finds his man. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. Snags it. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. That's why the good Lord invented tight ends, isn't it, David? Get a good pickup on first down, open up the entire playbook.
And just makes life so easy on quarterbacks. I mean, you got these guys that are so gifted.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown Sooners. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So a drive there of 82 yards, and they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. The give to the back. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one from Norman so far. The passing game for both sides has been outstanding. On point, unrelenting. They've excelled in the short game, the intermediate game, and especially on the deep ball. All in all, a thrilling display of offensive firepower, and these defenses have a lot to discuss here at halftime. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Memorial Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. The Sooners will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Offensive linemen and being physical, having a nasty attitude, running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And that pass intercepted. Trying to take it back. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
I'll tell you what, as a DB, you're lucky if you get one pick six in your entire football life. This guy had one last game. He's got one this game. Quarterbacks are going to stop throwing his way.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Couldn't make the connection on first down. Now here on second. Leaves it with the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The Gators are in the hurry up. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And this one will be stopped for no gain. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Reads it, fires complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
We're trying to throw the wide receiver screen and pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
The
chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44.
Steps away to find some room. Fires downfield. Got his man all by himself. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. And the Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. They're going to throw it again. Using the quick game. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Man coverage, when they get up in your face and they make things hard, you want to be able to attack the whole field and get them leaning one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out route connection, nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
Touchdown Sooners! And the beatdown has ensued.
How about that? His 2nd receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. We've got to start playing some better defense. And number 3's coming soon.
He'll start the return inside his spot. And the returner will be dragged down. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm. Got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here, Coleman.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
From the gun, the running back has it. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to get to it.
And it's been a long day. I mean, there's not much to point out that this offense has done well. They're behind huge, and they got no shot. But they can't somehow find a way to protect their quarterback.
Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to fire toward the end zone. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling the rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided...
And boy, was that pressure in his face immediately. Down he goes.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Going to try to get it himself. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play. The Sooners line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot. You got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Try to get it to the edge. Shakes off the defender. That keeps the running game churning. Pick up a 5 to the 23. So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? They'll run play action. Fires to the right. A strike downfield. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and this has been tough sledding. All right, this offense has really struggled to move the football, and this game's all but over. But here's the thing, man. Thank God you don't play this defense every week. And let's continue to work here and find something we do good, build maybe a little bit of momentum, so next week we play a little bit better football.
The last 2 runs went headlong into a brick wall. Now 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Extending the play. He's going to run it. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. The Gators will line up to punt it away. He'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Palmer. They've done what they want in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
Quarterback checking off. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. 2nd down coming up. Give to the big fullback. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains. The Sooners will line it up on 1st and 10. The play action fake. He's moving out of the pocket. He's got an open man. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Off the deflection, missed a great chance to force the turnover. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. He's got it and still on his feet. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Caught behind the line. It's West. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And the pummeling has started. That score pushes us out to a comfortable margin, and they are oh so close to a 10-game winning streak. And after that last touchdown toss, look out, Baker Mayfield record could be going down for single-game touchdown passes.
And you think of all the great quarterbacks and records that they put up with the Sooners, man. It's impressive. And this guy having himself a day, spreading the ball around, touchdown Palooza. What a nice day.
That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Unloads to the wideout. Makes a connection. And he's got enough for the 1st down. It'll be at the 35. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Got his man. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down.
We just have not called this guy's name enough. He's one of the best receivers in all of college football, and that was only his 2nd catch. And I think that's a big reason why they're trailing this much in this game so late. They just have not been able to get one of their biggest weapons involved as often as they needed to.
Let me tell you, this senior quarterback can flat fit it in a tight window. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. They'll go empty and 5 wide on 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
When I see the defense in man coverage, I'm trying to get my fast guy versus their worst corner. I'm trying to get a great matchup on the outside, take advantage of it to make big plays.
He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
This is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that 1st down.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. On target to the left. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Curl route seems simple, but when you time it like that so it's right on him, man, that's a tough play to stop.
And give the receiver a lot of credit, too, because he knew where the sticks were. He got his depth on the route, and then he came back to the football. All young receivers can learn from this guy right here. Come back to the ball and help your quarterback out.
He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer.
The best red zone offenses are the ones who can run the ball in this area, and that's a tough ask today, especially against this unit. One of the best 5 defenses in the nation stopping the...
And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Florida! The result of this game is going to sting for sure, but you've got to continue to build, you've got to improve, and you can take some positives out of this late hustle and build for next week.
There's always positives. Coaches are always looking for those things that we did well. What did we do well so we can do more of it in the future? Finding some things here late that they did well.
Here comes the Oklahoma offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he gets downfield for the big catch. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. Still on his feet at the 45. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down. He now has 84 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. He's got him in the flat. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He's right on target. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up.
Throws a nice completion there for a 1st down. This guy has been the biggest key to this team's success all season long. He's shown up in big moments. He's won big games. He's putting up big numbers, and that's why he's in the discussion to win the Heisman Trophy.
Yeah, what a great job by the defense. You got to understand, it's physical time, right? They want to run the football when they start getting inside the 5. Nice job getting penetration, getting the tackle for the loss.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're